Welcome to the Manjula Awakening. My name is Kiana, and we are in for the sign of Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, as well as Venus. So the energy that I got in the pre-shuffle is the need to, what's going on here is there's a Queen of Pentacles energy who is trying to manage, get a balance, or organization, a routine down pat in order to have longevity in the reward that you reap from planting the crops, cropping the crops, and selling the crops, and then also, feeding your family as well. I do see someone getting in the routine of being able to prepare a long-term plan for your family, whether this be male or female. What's going on here is that there is some type of financial hardship. I'm not sure if this is an overcoming of the financial hardship, or if this is you're in the thick of it and you're realizing the mistakes that you've made, the decisions that you have made due to selfish desires, not understanding or considering the effects that this had on those around you, Capricorn. There's a fly in here. There's the Six of Swords. So the cards that came out is the Devil card, and this could just very well be, because this reading is for a Capricorn, but that's also not really being aware of where some of your selfish desires are showing up as addictions and toxicities. But this obstacle here is the King of Swords. So the obstacle is there is a little bit of rigid energy here that you're kind of like, it's almost like the attitude of, this is who I am and this is how we're going to move forward, because this is just me and I'm not going to keep changing because people around me aren't changing. It's that kind of attitude that I'm feeling from that. And it's really keeping you from really seeing the clear, straight path to moving on to calmer waters. It's like you're almost preventing yourself from moving forward. Now, why all of this is showing up in this reading is to get you to really take a leap of faith and make some courageous movements outside of the norm. It's like you do have to move forward, but it's not the typical way of moving forward, and you're definitely going to have to leave some things of the past behind. With the Two of Swords here for why this is all happening, is really there's been this rigid energy, this closed off energy, refusing to see. It's almost like you have willingly turned your head to the chaos that your decision is really causing you. You see how this lady is gambling money away, but then there's this man and child in the background like, hey, we're out here too. Like, you have other things to do with this money other than gamble it away. So it's like you're willingly turning your head and choosing not to see, or someone around you is. You have to be willing to let your intuition guide you to how you apply these roles. But there is definitely some type of truth that is willingly not being seen, or is just being like, well, this is just who I am. Guys, if these messages are resonating so far, we would absolutely appreciate a thumbs up down below. We have Judgment. Give me just a moment. I think my son woke up. Okay, I guess not. But anyways, so we have the Judgment card, and the Five of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. And this is in the what position as well in the pre-shuffle. So there is definitely this there is this awakening. There is this going within and realizing, evaluating areas of your life where you have allowed a lack mentality, or yeah, how you have allowed a lack mentality to nourish your addictions and your toxicities versus facing them. Clarify the devil card, please. I do get the energy of finally being able to move on from this energy. The Five of Pentacles just try to show up. I feel like that is the addiction. That is the toxic trait. Like, even if this is someone that, okay, only sees the value of money and doesn't see the value of time, the value of energy, or something like that. You only see the value of one thing. And so because you're only seeing that value, you're not seeing other things. And because you're not seeing the value of other things, you're leaving yourself open to be manipulated and controlled by the things that you do place higher value on. Can you please clarify the devil spirit for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, as well as Venus. So we have the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Definitely needing to resist any toxicity, any lack mentalities. There's some type of lack. There's some type of addiction that is your way of coping with. Okay, so let's just say this. If you come from an abusive background, childhood, it's like you're showing up in more subtle abusive ways in your rearing. Like something that's not so triggering. If you worked for a business and they didn't value your time, you got fed up with it, you went to open your own business, but now you're a boss and you have employees, or you're an employer and you have employees, and now it's like you're not valuing your employees' time. And it's kind of like perpetuating the same cycle, and it's like you're not seeing it because you feel like you fought so hard to overcome this addiction, or this time not being valued, being undervalued. You fought so hard to overcome it that you're not seeing how you're now beginning to perpetuate that as well. But this King of Cups being clarified by this King of Swords being clarified by the Queen of Cups, there is this energy of really being close. The obstacle is there is some emotional detachment here. It's like there's a part of the emotion surrounding this Five of Pentacles energy that you're just closed off to. You're just not willing to address it. And it's because you feel that you hold the authority over it. What is this Two of Swords energy? You or someone in your energy field. I am just reading this from a Capricornian perspective. Somebody's banging. The Seven of Cups. It's like you're closed off to, it's like this is a my way or the highway energy is what I'm feeling from this reading. It's like there's also a Capricorn here with a Queen of Coins here at the bottom again. There's a Capricorn here that's not seeing the options clearly. They're not seeing their options clearly at all. And that's because there's a need to slow down. There's a need, not like there's a need to address the fact that this Five of Pentacles energy is creating a fog for you seeing clearly. It is literally serving as a blindfolder. Clarify the Judgment, please. So we have the Death card. Some babies. So we do have a definite ending that brings about a sudden revelation. So there's a revelation that there is something that must end in order for something new to grow. Give me just a second. My babies are in here, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. But I do feel like that this is about realizing and doing some self-evaluation and identifying the things that must end in order for this birth, this rebirth, this growth to take place. I also have a side note for a Capricorn who is having a hard time releasing and putting this guard down. I do feel like this is just a side note. This is not going to be for everyone. I feel like that there's also a Capricorn that may be pregnant right now, and there is a hard time. They're having a really hard time managing their emotions, and because of this, they are not seeing their options clearly. They're not seeing that there is a peaceful resolution in sight, but it does require them to contain themselves and put this guard down to a certain extent. Nose is itching. I have several Capricorn placements in my birth chart, as well as I am a progressed Capricorn. So I identify with Capricorn quite a bit. But I do see this energy, this stubborn energy of not really wanting to see the other options around, because there is this rigid energy. It's like there's, like I said, I feel this energy of my way or the highway. But the energies that I see here, I've got strong Capricorn here. I have Libra, I have Taurus, I have Aquarius, I have Cancer, and I also have Scorpio and Sagittarius. So I have Gemini that just came out, but more or less, I feel like that this is needing to attune to one's heart space, and is the where this, like, one needs to become in tune with their heart space. There needs to be some compassion and loving, peaceful energy brought into this situation in order to really see the correct path forward. The correct choice. There's most definitely a choice here. We have 3 cards touching each other, speaking about a choice. But the clarity and intuitive energy are both in the obstacle position. So there is a lot of not seeing clearly, not hearing your intuition clearly. And then the final card is more Gemini energy or Mercury energy. And I feel like with this Mercury energy, this is really, Mercury is going retrograde in about 2 days now. And I feel like that this is going to set you into a phase of really reviewing where you've been guarded, or that's what's needing to happen, so that when retro Mercury does go direct, then one is able to really communicate clearly the way forward, and be able to see clearly where they're to go when Mercury goes direct. But I do see movement is like all of this is coming into place because there is a new beginning that must be taken there, and it does require this this courage about you. It requires a lot of courage in order for you to move forward in this direction. You're not going to be able to really bring a lot from the past forward with you. So it says, what do you need to release? Absolutely, definitely the theme here, Capricorn. There's something that you're unaware of that has to do with the Five of Pentacles energy. This is, like I said, this is lack mentality. This is the mentality of financial hardship is always around you. This is constantly always feeling left out in the cold, feeling like that there are other, feeling like there's only one thing of value around you and you're missing the other things that are of value around you. Energy is gaining momentum. You are going to be catapulted into a new beginning, whether you like it or not. So I would suggest, it would be my suggestion based on the cards in front of me, to really get into this practical state of mind. Gain this. How are you going to bring some practicality to your plan? There are some things that you must put away with. You must release some things in order to be at the vibration that you need to be at when Mercury goes direct. Alrighty, Capricorn, I pray that these messages provided you with some guidance on your journey. If these messages did resonate, I pray that you would leave us a thumbs up down below, help get these messages out to other Capricorns in need. And in all that we say and in all that we do moving forward, let's choose peace. Love and light, guys.